If your money situation feels a little out of shape, you're not alone. Maybe you're trying to save more, invest smarter, or just stop feeling broke every month. Well, according to a recent Kiplinger article, there are 3 key ways to whip your finances into better shape. And today, I'm breaking them down one by one. But here's the thing. Not all financial advice is created equal. Some of it works, some of it's outdated, and some of it, well, I've got a few thoughts. Let's dive in to see if these tips hold true and talk about what really works when it comes to getting your money right. But first, this is Powerful Money Habits. I'm your host, Dr. Stephanie Aldridge, and I like to talk about money and habits that can help improve your life. If you're new to the channel and like the video, please hit the subscribe button down below. All right, let's get to this article. So the article is from Kiplinger, and it says 3 ways to get your finances in better shape. Want fitter finances this year and beyond? Start by making full use of all your workplace benefits, from 401ks to budgeting apps and wellness programs. All right. As we look to the rest of the year ahead, it's a great time to revisit your finances and position yourself to make the most of your workplace benefits. All right, I like that. Let's see, but first consider the goals you want to prioritize this year, okay? You should always be prioritizing your year. Then you can chunk it down to month and paycheck, okay? The top financial goals of Americans this year in 2025 are to reduce debt, that's 42%, which I love, get rid of it. Save for a major purchase such as a car, a home, or a vacation, 21%, and work towards long-term goals such as retirement planning, building an emergency fund, and developing or updating a financial plan. So you really have to do all of these things, okay? Prioritizing one or the other, I think the first thing you have to do is I would follow Dave Ramsey's steps. If you have any kind of debt, he just spells out what to do. This is what I did, and I got myself out of debt, including our house, okay? You don't necessarily have to do your house, but you need to get rid of the credit cards, the car payments, anything that is putting a weight on your budget every month, okay? If a lot of money is going out for payments of things that you've already bought in the past, you're paying for your past indiscretions, then you got to reel that in and you got to get rid of it, okay? Because for you to build a future, you got to get rid of the past, right? And that means today you've got to start getting rid of debt. So what I did, I followed Dave Ramsey's plan, okay? Once you're out of debt, I would then step aside from his stuff and listen to things that I do, and kind of, it's like you're almost growing out of the Dave Ramsey thing once you're out of debt. But use his plan to get out of debt. So that's your first priority. Everybody should have that. Get yourself on a budget and see where your money's going so that you can throw every extra cent that you make onto your debt. So that should be first. Then it's emergency fund. After you build that emergency fund, then you can start doing these other things. Throwing into retirement, doing your big purchases, that kind of thing. What else? Vacations, that kind of thing. Okay? But you got to get yourself out of debt, because you're just dragging along that huge ball and chain, and it's not allowing you to build wealth. Prioritizing your financial well-being can set up for financial success in the long run, but like any new habit, it will take time and practice. So here are 3 ways to help yourself make the most of your finances in 2025, and in turn help you move forward towards a more secure financial future. All right, let's see what they say. Holistically review the year ahead. Between gifts, celebrations, and travel, it can feel difficult to get back on track financially after the holidays, right? If you overspent, Don't be too hard on yourself. Take a deep breath and move forward. I think it's not just holidays, it's any time that you make a big purchase that maybe you didn't plan for. You went on that vacation, but you put some of it on your credit card, or made any kind of purchase that if you're overspending, you didn't save for it in cash, you're overspending, okay? And you need to haul that back in, all right? For Christmas, let's say, I actually save for Christmas every single month. I know that I want to spend X amount of dollars. I know who I buy for, I know who I don't buy for, and I save money so that I also, this kind of puts me ahead of the game, because by the time all the holiday shopping goes on and you have Black Friday, there's always sales during the year, right? So when the year starts coming to an end and Christmas is coming, and you gotta start thinking of things that you want to buy for the kids and whoever you have to buy for, start asking people ahead of time, hey, what do you think you're gonna want? Because if you see a sale, you already have money saved, and then you can actually save money and maybe either spend that money on yourself, okay, or get them a few things instead of just one thing, because you have prepared and planned for that expense and you already have the cash for it. So that's what I do, but I do that for everything. I have envelopes. Hold on, I'm opening up my drawer. I have envelopes right now. I have savings. I have a savings envelope. My mother taught me this, and now I have some blank ones here. I have like a health and when we get our eyes checked envelope. Go. What else? Oh, vacation envelope right there. Vacation. I have my son's going to DC on his DC trip for 8th grade. And then here's one I'm helping my mom out a little bit. I have envelopes. So every month I have a Christmas envelope. What else do I have? My son will be driving at some point soon. So I have an envelope. I'm already saving for a car for him. I have envelopes for everything. You can do this automatically in bank accounts too. Some bank accounts you can do, multiple kind of like envelopes with them, different accounts, and start saving. It's good about planning your year ahead so that you know that it's going where you want to go. Also, what they say is pay yourself first. So what does that mean? What I think it means is that I am using my money towards building my future. So not only I've got the envelopes, right, that I just showed you, but I also have automatic savings and investments that go into my retirement plan, so that I know that I am using as much money as I can towards reaching financial independence, and then the rest of it is going in the envelopes, and then your bills and utilities and things like that. So start planning. You have to know where your money's going, and the only way to do that is create a budget or spending plan. You have to look at your numbers. Okay, most people don't. They just kind of willy-nilly it. Well, that's not how a business is run. Businesses have profit and expenses. They have to make sure that they don't go out of business, that they live within their means. That means their products and services have to generate enough income to keep the lights on, to keep their employees paid. Well, treat yourself, your personal life, as a business. So make sure that you're, not overspending so that you don't go bankrupt and you can keep the lights on. Let's see. If you aren't sure how to track your monthly income and expenses, consider using online tools, debt calculators, retirement calculators, budgeting apps. It all starts with a budgeting app. I use EveryDollar. It's a Dave Ramsey thing. I just use the free version. You don't have to spend money on an app. There is, you need a budget app. I think that costs money. But there's simple. You could do a spreadsheet, whatever. But start looking at your numbers, calculating what you need to survive, to spend a little bit on yourself, because you got to have fun too. You got to go on a vacation once in a while, right? But you got to hammer that debt, and you got to be saving for the future. Let's see here. Here we go. Sorry about that. Let's see here. All right. The second one is take advantage of employer benefits, including educational resources. So, make sure that if your employer has 401k, an IRA, all this stuff, that you're taking full advantage of that situation. Make sure you know what you're investing in. Try to get something that has some dividends in it. And also you have to start planning for when are you going to retire. If you're going to retire before 59 and a half, you're also going to have to set up your own brokerage account and fund that too, because you don't want to end up in a situation where you are ready to retire at 55. You have enough money, but they're all socked away in these accounts that you can't get to. Now, sometimes there's workarounds for that, but you definitely need to know what you're doing if you're going to retire before 59 and a half, okay? So what I'm doing is I don't have any 401ks, nothing like that. I just have my own brokerage account, and then I've invested in other areas. I've invested in syndicated real estate deals, pays me monthly. Syndicated oil deals, pays me monthly. Private equity and credit pays me yearly. That one I don't necessarily like as much, even though it's given me a good return on my money, but it's only yearly on that. What else? Covered call ETFs, they pay monthly dividends. I love those. And also peer-to-peer lending, that pays me monthly. So I've set myself up where I'll be getting a paycheck monthly from all kinds of different sources, and a little bit of quarterly, and then one yearly. So you've got to look and see, plan out, try to maximize all of the 401ks and all of that, but you also have to look at when are you going to retire, so that you know that you're not stuck having money put into something that you can't get to. Let's see here. Health insurance, retirement benefits, life insurance, disability. Assess your current financial status, including any wiggle room to allocate paycheck deductions. Yep. 529 programs for the kids. I didn't like it because, what if your kid doesn't go to college? Then you can only roll over, $7,000 a year, whatever the max is for an IRA or for a Roth. Later in life, well, if they're working, they're already going to be wanting to put money into a Roth. I don't know. I like to have, for the little bit of savings that saves you on taxes, I don't think it's beneficial, but that's up to you guys. You could do what you want. Workplace may also offer additional benefits such as discount programs. Sometimes you could get free gym membership, emergency savings account match, any other educational resources that your employer provides, so you can better understand. So, use the resources. There's HR people, there are investment people. Make sure that you talk to them and see how you can, utilize your company's benefits to the maximum, so that you can set yourself up to win. The last one is prepare for the future and the unexpected. Remember, you need an emergency fund, because you never know when something's going to happen and you need some quick cash. Okay? You could lose a job. You could have a cancer diagnosis and be out of work. You need to make sure that you have your insurance policy, which is your own money that you have saved and put away, that can help you in unexpected turns. Okay? Because you don't know what the future holds. You need to plan for it. But also, you have to plan for the future. At some point, you're going to want to retire, okay? Because we all don't live to be, 800 years old. We have health issues. We just don't want to work anymore, right? The industries change. As we get older, we have to plan for these things while we're young and still able to work, so that our money can take care of ourselves, right? And fund our lifestyle. That's what I'm looking at right now. I want to travel, so that's my ultimate goal, is to travel and have fun while I'm still young, okay? When you hit your 50s, you start looking at things. People that you know become sick. Some people die of heart attacks. Like, you never know when your time is up. And as you get older, you need to have things in place that you did 20 years ago that can help you make that decision if you want to pull the plug. You can actually do that nowadays. You don't have to work till you're 65 or 70, okay? You can enjoy retirement early if you plan now. Keep in mind that life is unpredictable, and the easiest ways to prepare for whatever life throws your way is to set money aside. So set aside for your future, that's retirement, and also for emergencies. Good baseline is to set up 3 to 6 months for your emergency fund. Okay. After that, then it's time to really throw every single penny that you have into your investments. Let your money work for you. If you're not sure where to start, talk to your employer. Always talk to HR, see what they're doing. And also, keep watching this channel, because I go over all kinds of things that you can do. I also have some videos coming up where I have found some pretty cool investment strategies that, if you want, anybody can do. They're easy. You can get a hold of them, on your brokerage account, and they're pretty cool stuff. So we'll be getting into that in the future. But yeah, looks like that's the end. So that's it for the show today. Thanks for watching. Which one of these are you going to start doing? Where are you focused on this year? How are you going to manage 2025? What have you done in the past that doesn't work? Let me know down in the comments. Make sure that if you click on the link below, you can get a free copy of my book, Powerful Money Habits, Unleash Financial Freedom. You can get it in the description down below. Also, on that page, make sure that you watch my masterclass video where I helped a couple of students get their money right. Okay, I have a 3-step process. I used it on them, and they all figured out a couple of money goals that they wanted to hit this year, and they've all hit them. So make sure that you watch that video. And until next time, this is Powerful Money Habits.